17 years. In a quiet American town, there stood a house that nobody dared enter. It sat alone at the end of a forgotten road, surrounded by dead trees and overgrown grass. The mailbox was rusted. The windows were covered by thick curtains. No lights were ever seen at night. No visitors ever arrived. For 17 years, the house appeared completely abandoned. Yet there was one strange detail. Every month, without fail, the electricity bill was paid. Most people ignored it. Others whispered about it. Children created scary stories about the place, but nobody ever had the courage to step inside. Then one night, everything changed. A violent storm swept through the town. Strong winds ripped apart rooftops and knocked down power lines. During the storm, a massive tree crashed through the roof of the abandoned house. Emergency crews arrived the next morning, expecting to find an empty building. Instead, they found something terrifying. Inside the house, the air felt strangely warm. The refrigerator was full of fresh food. A television was still running. Several clocks on the walls showed the correct time. Someone had been living there. But where were they? Police began searching the property room by room. At first, everything seemed normal. Then an officer noticed scratches on the floor beneath a bookshelf. The shelf was moved aside. Behind it was a hidden door. And behind that door was another room, then another, and another. The deeper investigators went, the stranger the house became. Hidden behind the walls were dozens of secret rooms connected by narrow hallways. Inside those rooms were thousands of photographs. Pictures of people eating at restaurants, walking their dogs, driving to work, shopping for groceries, sleeping through their bedroom windows. None of the people in the photographs knew they were being watched. Detectives continued searching. What they discovered next was even more disturbing. There were shelves filled with journals, hundreds of them. Each journal contained detailed records of complete strangers, names, addresses, daily routines, family members, favorite restaurants, work schedules, every detail imaginable. It was as if someone had dedicated their entire life to secretly documenting the lives of other people. But investigators still had no idea who that person was. No fingerprints matched any criminal database. No DNA produced a result. It was as though the owner of the house had never officially existed. Then came the most chilling discovery of all. In the final hidden room, detectives found a black notebook. Unlike the others, this one was recent, very recent. Inside were names of people connected to the investigation: police officers, detectives, reporters, town officials. Each name was accompanied by detailed notes describing their activities during the previous week. One detective found his own name inside. The notebook described where he had eaten lunch 3 days earlier, the route he drove home, even the color of the shirt he was wearing. Someone had been watching the investigators while they were investigating. The house was immediately sealed off. Federal authorities joined the case. A massive manhunt was launched, but nobody was ever found. No suspect, no motive, no explanation. The mysterious house was eventually demolished. Every hidden room was destroyed. Every journal was archived, and the case was quietly closed. But the story didn't end there. Years later, several former residents reported receiving anonymous letters. The letters contained personal details that should have been impossible for a stranger to know. Birthdays, private conversations, future travel plans. The letters were never signed. The sender was never identified. And to this day, nobody knows who lived inside that house, or whether they ever truly left. Some mysteries are never solved, and some watchers are never seen.